Hi everyone, we are going to be doing a split stretch today. We're going to be working on all the components and areas we need flexibility for our front splits and our side splits. Today I'm feeling a little tender and tight, so please bear with me, and if you can go further then please push yourself, but also just respect your body and realize that stretching takes time. So let's do this together and let's enjoy it. Alright, we're going to start in a lunge position, just a really conventional lunge, with our right ankles here. We're going to tuck our pelvis under and we're going to hold this hip flexor stretch. Now if you want to make it more intense, you're going to lift the same arm as your bottom leg and lengthen it up towards the ceiling, and then you're going to tip away from that hip flexor. Whenever we're stretching, we're making sure we're breathing nice and deeply in and out. And on every out breath, you're trying to stretch that wee bit further, tuck that pelvis that little bit more. Alright, we've warmed up our hip flexors, so let's now drop into a deeper lunge, sinking our hip down further towards the floor. And now you can press your hands into the floor and just focus on dropping this hip down. Breathing nice and deeply, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Nice big deep breath in and out. That hip flexor should be starting to feel as though it's opening up, as well as our quad. You may also feel this in through the groin or the underneath leg or your front foot. Now what we're going to do is we are going to take our inside arm closest to our grounded foot. We're placing it beside our knee, and we're going to open up our top arm. Stretching your fingertip, reaching it towards the ceiling. You can look up to your hand, you can smile. Always smiling makes stretching feel a little better. Or you can just breathe and relax. We'll take our hand back to the floor, tuck the back leg underneath and lift that knee off the ground. We've still got this hand in front of us, and again we're going to do the same thing where you're planting that heel on the floor, pivoting the underneath foot and opening up. Now if this is a little bit too challenging, you can drop back down onto the knee in that same position we were just in. We're still trying to breathe nice and deeply. This one's a little bit more active, this stretch. We are using our muscles to hold us in an isometric hold, which is really good for us, and it's going to help us in terms of strengthening at end range. Alright, place that hand back down. We're going to drop that knee down, unpivot that foot. Just press deep, and we're going to lift up, hands on our knees, and into a wee bit of a back bend. So again, you can hold this position here, nice big deep breaths in and out. You'll feel this really intensely through those hip flexors. Or you can lift those hands up and hold into a nice big deep back bend, really challenging our postural muscles into this position. And release. Good. Now we're just going to sit back, and this is where we're working into our hamstrings now. So sit back onto your bottom, and here we are just trying to keep our body nice and square, so we're trying not to sit off on our hips like so. Keep your body nice and square, and what we're going to do is we're just going to hold this position for a minute. If this is uncomfortable for you, sitting onto your foot like this, you can alternatively shuffle that foot forward and come into this position here. Okay, so wherever you are, let's just ease into this stretch. So we're breathing in. On the out breath, try to walk your hands further forward. You can curve through your spine. Breathing in and out, walk those hands further forward. Your foot can be relaxed or pointed, whichever is more easy for you to hold in this position. It doesn't matter. We're breathing in and out, walk those hands further forward. So this is where my hamstrings are really sensitive and tight today, because I've been doing a lot of dancing over the weekend, and that's all good. It doesn't matter if you're tight, sore, just respect your own body. We're still breathing. Let's walk those hands forward. Holding, try to release, relax, breathe into the pain. Don't hold on to it. And rolling up slowly. Now we're going to come into a splits. So if you've never done splits before, I would recommend probably just going back into a lunge and then into a hamstring stretch again. If you want to come down with me, just make sure you're supported in this stretch. So you keep both hands up and slide the legs away. So we're trying to keep those hips nice and square. And we're just dropping into that splits position. As it starts to loosen off, you're lowering down ever so slightly. And it's really important to hold your body and not drop or jiggle or do anything too aggressive or rigid while we're stretching in our splits. So just breathing nice and deeply. And out. We'll just hold it for a minute. Breathing in and out. Every out breath you should feel as though your muscles just give that little bit more. They stop holding on to so much tension. Breathing in and out. And relax, gently coming off to the side. Well done. First side is done. Give your legs a shake. As you can see, usually I can get into the splits on my left leg, and today I'm not getting into it. And just remember that's absolutely normal. We're all going to have days where we feel really stretchy and limber, and then other days where our muscles are sore from training or just sore from overuse. So just go at your own pace. Okay, let's go on to our second side. So we'll repeat that sequence again. Starting in our first lunge where everything's nice and angular, we've got these 90-degree angles, and we're literally just trying to tuck that pelvis under, really opening up through that hip flexor line. We're not out here arching through our back, we're tucking that pelvis under, opening up through our hip flexor. If that's a really good stretch for you already, you can stay there. If not, you can lengthen that same arm as the leg that's bent on the floor and lift up nice and tall, open that chain, and then breathing in and out, tip that hand over to the side and open further into that hip flexor. Nice big deep breath, keeps your shoulders down. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Good. Coming forward. We're just going to lunge all the way forward into our deeper lunge where we're now going to work into our quads and hip flexors. You can drop those hands down and just breathe, sinking into that hip, opening up through our quads. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Doing really well today, guys. Every little bit of time you spend on your body is an act of self-care and self-love, so never regret the time you spend carving out for yourself and for your body. Alright, we're going to take that hand on the inside of our planted leg. We're going to lift up our other opposite arm up towards that ceiling, really opening into the obliques and the torso, opening into the hip flexors, and holding that position, looking up to the ceiling, keeping those hips dropping down towards the floor. Again, it's a little bit active, this position. You are going to be using some core support, so don't worry if you're wobbling. It is actually a challenging stance, so good on you for giving it a go. Alrighty, we're going to place that hand back down, and we're just going to drop down and down into that hip flexor. Hold that position a little bit longer, breathing in and out, and in and out. Good. We're going to tuck that toe underneath, pivot the foot, place it onto the floor, and come into the same position but we're up into a slightly harder variation. You can, if you'd like, just stay on the floor and stay where we were. No problems, just choose what's right for you. Nice big deep breath still, holding this nice active position. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Awesome work, everyone. Breathing in and out. Great. Place that hand back down onto the floor. Unpivot the leg. Place the knee back down. Let's place our hands on the knees, and we're coming to this nice thoracic upper back bend. So we're trying not to bend too much from our lower back. We're lifting up from our sternum, looking towards the ceiling, enjoying that nice big deep quad and hip flexor stretch. Again, you can stay in this position, or you can sweep those hands through and enjoy a slightly deeper stretch. Whew, I feel it. Don't know about you guys, but this is intense. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Awesome. Alright, let's sit it back into our hamstring. So just take a moment. You can either stay in this position here, or again, thread that foot forward if you'd rather stay in this position if it's more comfortable for you. Alright, for our hamstrings, it's all about just breathing into it, trying to let go of that pain, trying to breathe out, and just come that little bit further forward every time. Let's do it. Breathing in and out. Walk those hands forward, breathing in and out. Walk those hands forward, breathing in and out. Try not to wriggle or jerk. It may feel painful. That's okay. There's a difference between a good pain and a bad pain. You can feel when it's a good pain, it's just kind of feeling like an elastic band that's ready to burst. But once you stay in that position and you just keep breathing, about 15 more seconds, it starts to dissipate, the pain eases, and that's when it's time to go that little bit further. So for me, I'm feeling that pain is slightly easing off, so now let's try breathe 2 more times, and then we'll hold and come up. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Holding here, 2 more breaths. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Rolling up. Well done. And our final position, our splits. So let's lower down gently, keeping your hips square and holding your body upright, holding your body in front of you nice and strong with those arms so that you're not in a dangerous position for your legs. Alright, here we go. Nice big deep breaths, breathing in and out. See if we can drop that little bit lower. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Good. 2 more breaths. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Well done. Come off your splits. Give those legs a jiggle. Well done. Alright, we're not quite finished today. That was our front splits on our left and right, or right and left, whichever way you did it, doesn't matter. And now we're going to go into our second splits. So we're just going to do a classic second splits today. In another video we'll do wall second splits, which are one of my favorites. But let's just start with a kind of conventional second splits while we're doing this stretching routine. So you're going to take your legs as wide as they can go out on your mat or on your towel or wherever you are. And I always use my hands in front of me and behind me, and I push up and push forward. And that's how you're trying to open those legs out into a wider second split. Okay, let's just start by taking our hands out to the side. And you don't have to point your toes, it's just habit for me. You can keep them relaxed, but I always point them. Now we're just going to reach our hand to the side and up and over, keeping our torso nice and lifted and squared off towards the front, meaning we're not dropping forward or looking back. We're just straight away to the side. Alright, breathing nice and deeply. We're reaching to our side. I really enjoy these side stretches when we're in the side splits. They feel really nice. Breathing in and out and in and out. Because we're dancers, let's round that arm through, reach up and out over to the other side. Nice big deep breaths in and out. Breathing in and out. Reach further if you can. Good. Relaxing into that side stretch. We're going to round that arm. Travel that hand up. Good. Okay, let's come into our front side stretch now. So we're going to walk those hands down. And if you can, you're going to rest your hands onto your forearms like so. And you're trying to really keep that back as straight as you can, but a little bit of a round is okay. The other thing you really want to make sure of, and it's really quite difficult, is your knees need to stay looking up. They're going to try and fall forward, but that puts a lot of pressure into your external rotation and into the joints around your hip socket. So you want to actually try and really keep those knees looking up as you're walking forward. So we're holding that position, and you should feel that into your groin. It's a little bit active because I'm really trying to put some tension through my muscles and through here so that I don't just relax and kind of let everything fall forward. So I'm actively using my muscles, and I'm breathing, and I'm keeping my back as straight as possible. Good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to relax our spine, and we're going to walk our hands as far forward as we can. Sorry, you won't see my face for a second. But see here, my spine is more curved. I'm reaching my hands as far forward as I can, and I'm increasing that stretch. We're going to breathe nice and deeply. You're going to stay there. I'm going to just come up so I can speak to you. Hold that position. Stay down. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. We're going to hold it for 3 more breaths. Breathing in and out. Relax further down. Breathe in and out. Relax further down. Breathe in and out. Relax further down. Last time. Breathing in and out, and coming up, walking those hands back so you're back together. Now I'm just going to throw in a slightly more advanced variation for those of you who may be dancers or gymnasts or who want to try something more advanced. If this is something you haven't tried before, I would recommend just going back into that same hold. It's going to be great to do it a second time. So first option is walking those hands back down. Second option is making sure you've got enough room in front of you, coming forward, placing your weight onto your hands in front of you, and then lowering onto your forearms and starting to stretch out that little bit more and holding this position. So either or. Remember the first variation we've just done, or this variation, we're just going to hold it for another 45 seconds or 5 breaths. Here we go. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Awesome work. Breathing in and out. Last time. Breathing in and out. Good. Gently rolling back. Oh, they feel it. And walk those feet back together. Give them a bit of a jiggle. And well done. You guys have done your stretch with me, a splits combination. And just a reminder that splits are an advanced mobility or flexibility requirement. So just like me today, where you can see I'm not in my full splits, that's okay. It doesn't matter where you're starting from. If you are interested in achieving your splits, the main thing is that you just be consistent with doing your stretches and continue working towards your goals. So never beat yourself up for where you're starting, just always appreciate your body and continue to work through your own range at your own time. And if you don't stop, if you keep going, if you continue showing up for yourself, you will achieve the goals that you set for yourself. So thanks for joining me today with my stretching. I really needed it, so I hope you enjoyed it, and you can play this one again anytime you want to come back and go into that same practice for your splits. Thanks guys, and tune in again for another exercise video.